Firstly, thanks, Mr. Hargave, for taking us through from P to P, from pizza to paints. What a great journey that been, right? So I'm sure with how you made a big disruption in terms of delivering the pizza in 30 minutes, it won't be far that you're gonna get a house painted in 30 minutes. We look forward to that. So as we are here at the Challenger brand's perspective, the brand which I would want to highlight is, to start with, before going to before going with MiQ, big congratulations to afaqs for completing a silver jubilee milestone. It's one of the best challenger brand I've ever seen, and personally, I'm super proud to be here because I've been part of the journey with afaqs for many years, and thanks to Srikanth sir, our own SRK, the way we call him, for changing a lot of lives. And personally for me, afaqs being a journey where it changed my career, given me an entrance to the entire media sector, as well as I found my life partner here, Hansika, who I'm married. So almost everything, the stories end up with afaqs for us. And definitely that being a great milestone. Thank you. So can we have the, yeah. Today we, as you all being the brand custodians, we been hearing and talking about advanced TV or the connected TV a lot, right? And that's what I'm here to talk about. And it's not a new word anymore. Brands been using. There are a lot of nuances which keep changing around in this space. So to give a quick introduction about what it's changing in fact is, for MiQ, as I'm also quoting Mr. Hargave, he mentioned that one should do homework thoroughly in terms of before getting into what they do. And for us, we launched the connected TV in this market. We are the early or the first platform to launch connected TV back in 2022. And for us, CTV never been new because globally we are the leaders in the space across all the large markets: US, UK, Canada, Australia, all these markets. And in these markets, we've been operating connected TV for last 5 years, right? Since 2018. So for us, it's never been new. It is how we've been learning this market. India being a very complex compared to any other West region. So our focus being how to understand the market, how to understand the audience, how to understand the behavior, consumption patterns, so on and so forth, so that when we launch, we should have better understanding and better capability to add value to brands and the custodians who manage that. Right? So the term which I mentioned in my previous afaqs, even in Mumbai, most of the brand, custodians look at connected TV as how the mobile got bigger, but you need to change that way of looking at it. It's TV got smarter, right? So by saying that, sorry. So a quick introduction about MiQ. It's a decade-and-a-half year-long brand headquartered in London, operating more than 36 countries. We have office in nine different countries right now, having a team of 1,300. Our largest workforce, the global workforce, is in Bangalore. It's just a walkable distance, just about the Lexus showroom here. We have around 600 people team in Bangalore, and that office been operating for the last 14 years, creating tech, creating solutions, creating platform for global market. Right? So with regards to the way we are one of the largest programmatic platform, and the way we look at is creating a connecting journey between the devices and platforms. Right? So to start with, how and where the CTV where we are today. Sorry. India, we have seen more. This is a kind of penetration what we're going to see from connected TV. Technically there are two levels of growth what we see in the space. One, existing video users or OTT users getting converted into connected TV more. Second, a newer user segment getting added to. So these both definitely going to add a large segments in terms of the overall segment. And India is, again, the second largest market who, in terms of adopting advanced TV or connected TV for that matter. So US followed by India. Average, the market study says that 59% of the brands are keen to adopt connected TV in their marketing mix, which is quite a large number, considering that it is just a 2.5-year-old platform in terms of existence, right? What we have also seen in terms of TV is also, there are two key behavior what we see between connected TV, and it's very similar to how the linear TV operates. One, it's a lean back experience. Unlike any other digital platform, be it mobile, be it laptop, etc., which is a lean forward, connected TV is a lean back platform, which helps you to, in a way, as an audience, he or she is relaxed and then consuming the data or consuming the content. That increases the recall of the brand. That's what IMRB study says. And based on that, the recall of ads which are running on connected TV is higher. Second, it is mostly consumed along with family. So any brand which is focused towards a family per se, or when it's a family viewing together, the consumption or the discussion or a decision which is made are much more faster. And from our past, one of the case study which I'll be walking through in some time, as well as all the studies which is around, which says that one, any kind of behavior which you see on connected TV is far more adapted. Second, TV also got a challenge, and especially the new age audience also are multi-device. So when they're watching a linear TV or connected TV, they are also consuming they are on mobile, which is accessing their content on mobile and interacting as well. So it's a multi-device behavior what we see in terms of a larger segment of audience. Now, what we, in terms of viewership per se, the average rating, what is happening in the market is now how this device, as a marketer or as a brand per se, how the whole connected TV planning is done, right? Mostly it is looked upon as a device which is adding an additional line item in terms of one line of connected TV. The right potential or the right way of planning is still missing in the market. How they should look at a right mix of connected TV, or what should be the right strategy or right approach towards this platform. And that is what is, I would say, the space, or there is a potential to adopt and increase and grow in that line, right? With regards to scope of advertising standpoint, 45% of the advertisers are looking forward to adopt connected TV. And in terms of the whole trend, in terms of behaving, what have changed is the change of old mindset, right? Now, consumption of data across the connected TV, which enables and which power the whole behavior in terms of the users who are using this connected TV. What have changed is in terms of the spend, overall market spend versus the measures what is taken in terms of, we potentially see a huge growth in terms of the way this space is going to get better and advanced. Now, just to add, what are the key challenges what brand faces is one, which is the cost of pricing, and second is creative service. Now, this platforms also allows you to be innovate in terms of how it doesn't need to be a general or the basic creative what you build for a linear TV need to run on connected TV. You can make it interactive, you can make it engaging, you can make a creative which is more customized to the user segment. So unlike the way you look at a linear TV where you run a single ad on NDTV or Star Plus or any of the channels where any users who are viewing the ad or viewing the channel across the country see a same ad, unlike on connected TV wherein you are able to customize these to the user who are potentially based on the content, or be it the household, be it geography, be it the size of the screen, be it the device, OEM, or any other connected attributes of user behavior what we can track and target to, right? what are the true value? One is the way the whole, the space is going to change in terms of adding more attributes and adding more values in terms of how technology can add value of getting advanced targeting measures. Measurement, because one of the biggest challenge in the linear space is it's a black box, right? End of the day, we are relying on a platform which is measuring 800 million linear TV users on the back of 120,000 devices which is there in the market. So here with Country TV, in terms of your deliveries, be it your targeting, be it your measurement, it's all trackable or it's all measurable. At the same time, it can be validated by a third-party platform. You are able to, one, deliver and making sure that the delivery is to the right audience, that is measured, that is cross-verified, as well as you can run a brand lift or any kind of third-party study to make sure that your reach or your deliveries are reaching out to the right audience, and what kind of affinity do they have with regards to your communication or to your brand engagement. Now, in terms of what will lead the whole CTV success is in terms of how to look at, the way I personally put it is never look at any platform in silos, should look at in a connected approach in terms of how we should look at multi-device planning, and that is where the world will be changing to. So where MiQ is able to add value is, you look at current scenario where it is right, what is running right now, all the system, be it offline linear TV to online Country TV to digital other videos, which is mobile or desktop or laptop per se, all are working in silos, wherein we are able to connect all these dots together, and that is what we call ourselves as a better connected marketing platform. And that is where we are able to deliver value, because end of the day, it's not about whether it's a single device or a multi-device, it's about the end user. How to understand the behavior of the user, what kind of consumption pattern do they have, what kind of engagement or kind of psychographics we see and identify of these users, and at what time of the day, be it in temporal data per se, what time of the day, what day of the week, we should engage with the audience so that they have, they, end of the day, recall or engage with the brand communication and build a larger value for the advertisers, what we do. So what we bring, a better data, a better technology, and making sure that the supply and getting results, which is the end, being transparent, driving values in terms of measurement and end results or the end milestone for our partners. As a platform, we are the only platform in Country TV space who is able to deliver 100% reach in the market, because we onboarded all the key partners, be it OTTs, YouTube, OEMs, platforms across all in the market, and making sure that we're covering 100% reach, because that is where we are able to create reach frequency modulation for our clients and partners. Right. And in the previous slide, which I was talking about what is happening in silos, on the measurement side of it, what you see is a gray area, and that is what we are making it colorful for our advertisers and partners, because end of the day, that's what matters, because when you, being a brand custodian, you're putting your monies, and you need to justify and making sure that you have right results, right deliveries for your brands, what you manage. So in an overall, what we provide in a CTV stack per se is the reach, relevance, efficiency, and that is what gonna change the space and make it much more meaningful and relevant for our advertisers. Just want to walk you through a quick success story, because that also help you to understand that what was the challenge, what a brand faced, and how we've been able to solve that particular challenge for that particular brand, right? I'm talking about one of the very leading global automobile brand in India. The slides is pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just going to run through and help you with the story, how that been, or the journey that been for us with the brand. They approached us in terms of a challenge that they are launching a premium mid-SUV brand in India, and they've been speaking to multiple other few partners, and the only targeting what they're able to do was, especially targeting premium audience, was size of the screen and the content. That like any user who is using a connected TV size above 65-inch is considered to be a premium audience. Now, anyone who is above 65-inch TV, are they potential to buy a car? Not necessary. At the same time, user who is not having a 65-inch screen, they are missing out this communication as well. So what we have done is, with our better connected approach, with our marketing approach, we are able to create the audience touch points, which is a true set of audience in the household space, wherein we created a bucket of audience based on their mobile consumption, because TV is a one-way communication platform, right? It doesn't engage, or it doesn't give you any kind of data or behavior post back. So the device what you have, the mobile, is where you have all kind of data learning in terms of your consumption, etc. So we identified and created a bucket of audience based on their search, based on their consumption from the past historic data, where who are the potential users who are looking for buying a car in the recent time, and layering with their household income, so that we identify these are the premium audience. We created a bucket of around 38 million potential audience for this brand. And then what we did is, out of this 38 million, how many of them are on connected TV? And we identified around 4.78 million users who are on connected TV from that segment. And we targeted only to that devices. Now, again, we did a 360-degree engagement with that user. So we targeted that user during an evening hour, talking about the brand and the launch, etc. And within 24 hours, and from the brand side, we heard that majority is the men who engage with or who take a decision on test drive. So when we targeted on content, we especially focusing on the family viewing hour, and followed a retargeting campaign to the same user within 24 hours, only to the male user in that household, right? Following that user to engage or to focus on test drive, and we've seen almost around 1.2x percentage higher on CTR, 37% more uplift in terms of their conversions, which was a fantastic story for the brand to see that how we are able to use multi-device approach and increase their recall and their leads or performance for that particular brand. Again, one more quick story in terms of how we used a sync per se, and this is more of a CSR. I just have one and a half minutes, so just going to cover that quickly. This is for a brand, Voltas, and we again recently won a few awards for this launch. What we have done is, this was a campaign which was synced along with the election. So it was more towards a brand leadership positioning, what Voltas wanted to do that. How, I mean, we all know this year election happened during the peak summer. So majority of the regions where the election was happening, they've been challenged that how to get people out of home in this hot climate. So Voltas took a stand stating that, you have a better conditioned, air-conditioned home, you have a better, space in terms of relaxing at home. However, it is your moral right to work, get out and vote. So the decision, that was a more communication which is focusing on, encouraging people to step out to vote. However, the whole activation is focused across each and every constituencies, across 7 phases of election. The union election happened this year, and each and every constituencies, we created a custom communication to the audience based on the vernacular language which they do. So it is a sync plus a dynamic creative optimization on the language, geographical location, and the constituency sync based on the election, when the election is happening, kind of thing. And the end results, we've seen a huge uplift in terms of the engagement, and the brand leader was quite happy about the way we have delivered, and because this was something, a customization which was not able to get enabled by anyone else in the market. So yeah, thank you, and I hope I was able to add some value and understanding of this platform.